what is this? Season 13, round 1. 3 versus 3 with ships. This is Enod versus Darth Porg. We'll take a quick look at his roster. So he has Darth Revan and Malak, of course. He has Falcon with his ships, and he places high in both arenas. So this is going to be a good match. Got myself, I finished very high in both arenas. I've got his same squads. He does have double Zeta on Malak. I don't have any Zetas on mine. So he has a pretty big advantage there. Let me take a quick look. I haven't compared my mods with his yet. I usually like to do that. So it's 1, 2, 5, 8, 2, 5, 5, 4, 5. And I am 5, 2, 4, 6, 7. Quick look-see here. Go. Okay, so here we have our comparison. So GP is pretty even. He's got a little bit more GP in his tunes than I do. I have him up on ships. Because we both place in our squad and fleets. I have 6 more Zetas than he has. I have a lot more Gear 11, but I have 11 less Gear 12. As far as the Gear 12 pluses go, I've got way more maxed out Gear 12 pluses than he does. Way more. So that could be an advantage. I've got way more 6 dots than he does, and I have a huge advantage on speed. And I have a large advantage on plus offense mods. Our Jedi Knight Revans, my Jedi Knight Revan is faster. Our Darth Revans, my Darth Revan is slightly faster. Our Malak's, his Malak is way faster, but I don't really have mine focused yet. So, and he's got an 11 plus 4 Malak, so he's got his gear maxed, and mine's only gear 10. Traya. He's got a faster Traya, which I expect because my Traya is modded for defense. Bosk, let's see here. My gear is better. My speed is worse. This does not show his tenacity, but I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, his tenacity was low. Infus Nest, I have a slow nest modded for tenacity. He's got a fast nest. So, and what we can't see there is CLS. Mine is Gear 12 with 3 items. His Gear 12 with 1 item. Mine is faster by 8 speed and has more damage. And his 3PO, mine is faster than his. I've got a Gear 12 plus 3. He's got a Gear 11 plus 3. And he has no Zetas, and I have both. So there we can see I've got a mod advantage for the most part. His big advantage is coming from basically having Malak and having it maxed. Although, of course, when I say maxed, it's not Gear 12. It's just maxed for his Gear 11. Because getting it to 7-star is not easy. So, that's not what I wanted to do. Grand Arena. Now here's something else. I just made this quick little spreadsheet. So I can see he's got his teams, in the front lanes, he's got in the top, he's got Darth Revan, Kylo Ren Unmasked, he's got Jango Bounty Hunters, and Aura Singh Bounty Hunters. In the bottom, he has very odd an Imperial Retaliation team. That's, I guess, supposed to be maybe a timeout team or something. He's got Bosk Bounty Hunters, and he's got Asajj Night Sisters. And then I went and I took a look at the rest of his roster, and I was like, okay, well, he has a JRT, he's got CLS, Rex Wampa, Ferron Krennic, Troopers, etc., etc., etc. And then I was like, okay, well, out of all of those teams, I'm expecting in the back row that he's probably got these 4 teams on defense. Okay. And then I've gone and I've went ahead and I've decided, okay, well, against Darth Revan, I'm going to try to use my Jedi Knight Revan. Against his crew, I'm going to try to use Zal and Scion, with maybe a third being Thrawn. Jango Bounty Hunters, I'm going to try Rex Wampa. Aura Singh Bounty Hunters, I'm going to try my Imperial Troopers. Imperial Retaliation Team, try to this, etc. So I've tried to go ahead to make this as speedy as possible, and I've chosen what counters I'm going to use against which teams he has set. I'm saving his Darth Revan for last because I want to try to clear as much as possible, figuring that he's probably going to get stumped as well on my Revan. So here we go. On defense, I have set Darth Revan with HK and Malak. This is the same combination I used in the last 3v3. I did not get any holds on it, but he would have had to use a meta team basically to break through that. Then I've got my Empire, or my Emperor Palpatine rather, leading Bastila Fallen, who is set pretty fast, and Sith Trooper. This one got 1 hold on my last Grand Arena, so I was pretty happy on that one. Then I've got my Karth team with Karth Mission Zalbar. And then I've got a Vader-led team with Tarkin and TIE Fighter pilot. That was just one that I kind of threw in. Again, it's not a team to kind of laugh at or throw off. There's a lot of turn meter reduction. Vader is going to be healed a lot. It's going to take probably once he takes care of the rest of the meta teams, that one will probably take two hits in order to break through. Then we've got, in the bottom, I use my Bastila Shanfallen team. I've got Juhani in there and Ezra. So got a tank, got a pretty good damage, and of course the leadership from Bastila is going to be hard. It's not going to be a super easy one to break through unless he has like Enfys Nest. On offense, a high tenacity nest may give it trouble, but then again, against this particular team, Bastila Shan has a stun and Juhani has a stun. So that may make it rather difficult for a nest to break through because of the double stun. So that's my thinking there. Then I've got Bounty Hunters, Bosk leading Boba and Dengar. That's typical. And then I've got another Bounty Hunter team, Jango leading Cad Bane and Greedo. So in the back, I've actually gone ahead and I've set my Millennium Falcon on defense. I was figuring that against this guy, he had a Darth Revan, and just like I did, he places Darth Revan up top. So I was figuring that he would probably have difficulty breaking through my Revan. I would have difficulty breaking through his Revan, but if he made it through, I wanted to make it as hard as possible for him to break my ships. So I've got my Falcon up on defense. And then back here, I've got my Night Sisters team, Asajj leading Daka and Zombie. Then I've got Wiggs with Old Ben. And then I've got kind of 2 crappy, really, really crappy teams. Now, these top 2, like the top one is, pretty difficult usually to beat. The Wiggs team is usually pretty easy, but I actually got several holds on it last time. Clones are just kind of whatever, just a trash team I threw in to fill up because I wanted to save as much as I could on offense as well. And then we've got, of course, the Jin team. That's typical for someone to see up at my tier. So there you go. That's my review of my defense, and it's about time to get in on offense here. So I'm going to start with the bottom, and I've gone ahead and I have decided that against. Okay, we're going to start with the Asajj team. I'm going to use Treya with Nihilus, and rather than waste a good character like Scion or Thrawn, I like to go ahead and use Sith Assassin. Actually, usually works pretty well. So Assassin is there to hopefully just feed as much turn meter as possible. I fracture the zombie so he can't do the full res bullcrap, and then just stealth her and start going to town. So my first Annihilate is going to go on Daka. Actually, no, my first... Who does my first Annihilate go on? Probably on Daka because of the double stun. It's just kind of annoying. My second Annihilate will go on Asajj. Alright. Get rid of you. Let's get a stun here. Oh, that's just gonna kill her. That was a big mistake right there. I lost a bunch of banners because I did that. That was not smart of me. I should have known that was gonna happen, but I don't know why I didn't see it coming. Alright. I lost several banners that I shouldn't have there. Very disappointed in myself. Took myself out of stealth and allowed her to get hit and killed. Alright, let's just do basic over here. Try to get this Annihilate off. Alright, and now it's over. So, very disappointed in myself for losing the character there. I shouldn't have. But whatever. 49 banners, it's a win and one. So we'll move on to the next. So, alright. Asajj Night Sisters are done. Alright, Boss Bounty Hunters is next. So against Boss Bounty Hunters, I like to use my JTR. So the only question is, who do I use as my third? I do not like using Trooper or Scavenger Ray because they are very tender. They die so quickly, so easily. I'd like to save R2 just in case he may be useful later on. And 3PO, I have a different, I have another idea in mind for 3PO. Excuse me, I'm about to sneeze. I'm sorry, I had the wrong view on in my streaming software, so you were seeing things that you shouldn't have. Throughout that, all right. So, because I don't like using the two tender guys, and I want to try to save R2 and 3PO if I can, I'm actually going to use Finn. He's only gear 9, but I have done this before, and it has worked. Interestingly enough, I usually don't finish full banners, like full hit points and protection on this, because it's just impossible almost with Dengar in there. But here we just go in, try to get a stun on Boba. We got it. I've got the ability block already on what's his face on Bosk. Let's see if I can't land an expose on him. All right, let's keep him under control. And land that expose, good. So now he's going to get the turn meter reduction. Okay, we'll finish Boba off for the first time. I'm hoping that he doesn't. Okay, good. I was afraid that he was going to get an execute there, but I'm all right. Now it is. Let's see if I can't get maybe a little bit of stuff over there. I can get an expose. Good. All right. So this is pretty good. This is about as best. This is probably the best that I can have hope for. I'm going to use the assist on Finn to clear the debuff and give him evasion, maybe he will be able to do that. Alright, now here I'm going to use actually the taunt, which is going to give him a little bit of healing. And he's going to get hit again. Of course, that taunt, no big deal. Nothing I can do about it. Nothing I could have done about it anyways. So here, let's go ahead and let's remove the stun, give him the evasion, give him some of that stuff. Big hit. And dodge. Alright, turn meter reduction. The expose went off over there. Let's do this again. Alright. Let's do this, give him more healing. Alright. Dengar is such a pain in the butt. Alright, let's call BB-8. Okay. And there we go. So 51 banners, that's about what I would expect. But I got him taken down. Again, going for one shot, one kill. I would love to go for as much efficiency as I possibly can get, but I mean sometimes you just take what you can get. Okay, now this team, it's kind of a weird combo that I've not seen before. I was thinking about using a Daze team because they're like a counterattack based team with Gar Saxon as a lead. But I've decided to do something a little bit different. Alright, so he's got 213 speed. This guy has 173. And the Stormtrooper has 154. So he's got 213 speed on his fastest guy. His leadership does not give any. So 213 speed's all I've got to beat. Now, what I was thinking against this team, rather than going with a Daze, is I'm going to go with Akbar leading. Again, all I have to beat is 213 speed. So I've got 184 and plus 25. Okay, so his Saxon will go before my Akbar, but that's not the important thing. The important thing is that Leia goes first. And she will. Because she's got the 25 speed from Akbar, so she will end up going before Gar Saxon. She'll get her stealth off. So this is an interesting assist-based team with the main attacker doing her damage from stealth. So they're not going to get the counterattacks. And they don't have a lot of damage, so I don't really foresee them taking Akbar out, who's going to basically be the tank on this. But we'll see what happens. It's going to be an interesting team, or an interesting fight. I've never really seen this before, so here we go. I'm going to start by calling the assists on the Stormtrooper because I'm going to try to prevent his taunt from going off by getting those debuff stacks. And then I'm going to go after Gar Saxon. So, he did not actually go before my Akbar, which is a very good bonus here. See, that prevented his taunt from going off, so now I can just try to hammer down him as quickly as I can. And there we go. That's the main damage dealer's gone. Let's go after this dude. Okay. He's down. And yep, nice and simple. Piece of cake. 52 banners. I think that was a good call for a use of 3PO. That was way better than using him in the JTR team would have been. So 1-1-1, broken into his back barrier. So I had predicted that he would have Hearth Mission Zelbar, Talzin, Bastilla, and Ewoks on defense, and boy was I wrong. So I was correct in that he has Hearth on defense, Mission is Zelbar, and he does have Bastilla on defense. I had expected him to have Jedi Knight Anakin in there, but he does not. He has Obi-Wan, and he has Ezra. Now this team is a pretty simple counter. I'll use my Kira Nest to counter that one, which is exactly what I was planning to do, no matter really what combination he had, unless it was Hoda. If he had Hoda in there, it would have been a little bit more difficult. Okay, now the Traya is going to throw a wrench into things. I was not expecting to see Traya on defense. So that's going to be difficult. I was going to use my CLS team to try to beat off their Hearth team. Normally I would use CLS against Traya. I'm not sure what I'm going to do against that one. Because I don't want to use my Jedi Knight Revan down there. Because I want to try to use my Jedi Knight Revan against his Darth Revan if I can. This is going to be difficult, to say the least. All right. Now, let's see here. What else do I have? All right, well, I'm going to start with the easy one. I know I'm going to use Kira Nest to counter this one. So let's go ahead and let's just do that. Kira and Nest. So this will counter Bastilla team pretty easily, especially since my Kira is, or my Nest is modded for tenacity. It just makes things easy. Because all I need to do is resist the stuns from Bastilla. If I resist the stuns from Bastilla, I'm good to go. I should put this on auto, honestly. Just want to make sure that I've got Bastilla targeted, because she is the major threat in this team with her stun. Although that damage from Ezra is also very threatening. If he gets a good hit while I don't have the protection up, it could be the end of things. I think I actually will target him down, and I'll target Bastilla. Slowly working that protection down. It's actually really, really slow when I got that offense down from Obi-Wan. But it's going faster a little bit. Gotta get through that protection up that she's got. Come on. Gotta break through that little bit of protection up that she's still got left. Come on. There we go. Alright. It's over now. And bam. Game over. Alright, so she ended full health, full protection. That's great. So 52 banners. Now, I'm going to back out real quick and see what the defense is looking like. So far, he has not attacked top. He has not attacked bottom. All right. So, we have... I don't even know what the Lobot team does. What is a Lobot leader? Droid allies gain speed and potency. Lobot gains speed and tenacity for living droids. Dispel negative effects. And heals. And that's just a little bit of damage. So that's actually going to be kind of an annoying team, honestly. Alright. I was not expecting to see Trey on defense. I really wasn't. It kind of throws a wrench in things. Alright, what teams do I have left? Got Revan. Got Thrawn. Got Rex Wampahoda. Ewoks. Got crappy Night Sisters. It's not going to be an easy one to break through and keep enough for the other teams. Really don't see how I'm going to end up beating the Traya team without using Jedi Knight Revan against it. And that just throws a huge wrench in my plans of getting through the top. No Zeta. Let's see what that Zeta actually gives her. 73. Huh. 74. Look at the Zeta. Okay, so she won't have foresight, basically. That's it. Someone just brought up a good point, is that if I had a Magma Trooper team, I could use that against Traya, but I don't have Magma Trooper. My Magma is too low geared to try anything. On top of that, I think that the Magma Trooper team only works if you can target Scion with Magma Trooper at the beginning. which means you'd have to use Thrawn to fracture the Sith Trooper, and then use Magma to constantly hit Thrawn, generate that turn meter. I don't see any way that I'm going to beat this if I don't use my Revan. So my Revan team, the question is, who do I want to use in it? So I would like to save Yoda if I could, but I just don't. I don't think I'm going to have the damage if I don't use. Actually, yeah, I will, because it's all basic attacks are going to lower her hit points. What's her tenacity? Let me check her tenacity. Gotta be smart about it. Alright, so her tenacity is not high. The issue then would be Scion. And would I be able to get through Scion and this held by hatred crap? What I'm thinking is I can save my Yoda so that I can at least bring my Yoda against his, what do you call it? Darth Revan. I may need to do that in order to finish off the team. I have an idea on how to start that team, but finishing it off would be hard. So, with this, I think I should be able to plow through Traya with all of the basic attacks and the assists. So I'm going to try this. It's going to be really low damage. It's going to be a really long fight. But I'm just not sure if I'm going to have enough damage to go through Scion after I'm through with Traya. But we'll see what happens. And we'll just target through Traya first. Just continuously lower that protection. I do the buff. It's, yeah. Waiting for that to be done so that I can do that. Okay, he's down. Now it's really just a matter of time. If I can't get rid of Scion. There's Held by Hatred. Now let's focus down the trooper. Very low damage. Okay. Now it's just a matter of Scion. Let's throw this on auto battle and see if I can't break through it quickly. At least as quickly as I can. There's another Held by Hatred. Just kind of expecting that. But I can keep him stunned and keep those marks going for the cooldown reduction. Maybe I'll be able to get through him. Maybe. Ah, man, that is just gonna kill me. I may end up having to time this one out with him low on health and just go in with one character. Yeah, I can't do this. What's lowering his cooldowns? Because I thought it was only crits against Nihilus and Treya. Yeah. He just used this Held by Hatred. I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to let it time out because I have no hope of beating him. So he's full health, but he just used his Held by Hatred, so it's on complete cooldown. And all I have to do is go in and finish him off with a leftover team. But I've saved my Yoda, so hopefully I can use my Yoda in a different team later on against his DRevan. That's the hope, anyways. Alright. So, let's see what I have left that I can use here. Yes, I can use my crappy Night Sisters. I'm not planning on using them anywhere. I don't know if they will have enough DPS to take out Scion, though. So what was resetting Scion's Held by Hatred when it was just him? When Treya or Nihilus are critically hit, reduce the cooldown. Okay, so they're no longer present, so that shouldn't do it. It's a 15 turn cooldown. Reduce the cooldown of this ability for each. Okay. Alright, so I don't know why he was getting his cooldown reset, because it was never 15 turns. That doesn't make sense. Alright, so let's go ahead and try the Night Sisters. I'm not planning on using them anywhere else. Okay. Good enough. This is probably way overkill. Probably could have gone in with one less, or maybe even only one, but I did not want to risk it. Alright, so now I've got this Karth, Zalbar, and mission team. Not going to underestimate it. I go in with my CLS. I mean, I really don't like fighting this team. Hearth Mission's Albar is so nasty. I've got to keep Mission under control. Stun him or not. Let's see if I can finish her off. Okay, counterattacks are good. Let's dispel the buff, and he gets it right back. Let's go ahead and do this. And I'll finish him off. And this is all that remains. Okay, full health, full protection, 54 banners. Alright, now this team. Okay, so man, this is just such a weird team. It's gonna play hell on him though to beat some of my bounty hunters without having BB-8. Okay, so he does not have self-preservation. He's only got plus 71 speed. Got R2 in here. 253 speed, so he's pretty fast. He's probably going to stealth on himself, would be my guess. Probably do it on the healthiest ally. So 76,000. Going to do it on BB-8, and so that's going to be nasty. Is Lobot a droid? He is not a droid, which is good. So BB-8 is not going to be taunting until Lobot dies. So if I can take out R2 first, it would be ideal. Now spells all debuffs on all allies and heals, but I'm not going to use them anywhere else. I can try to do this. Wicket will be attacking from stealth most of the time. Logray can daze. And Chirpa can call assists and heals. So, worth a shot. That's probably going to lose, honestly. Alright. Let's go ahead and I'm going to stealth you. I'm going to remove your turn meter. Well, I guess I'm just going to daze you. Let's put up the retribution, because this AoE is coming. Good. Okay. Let's go ahead and do AoE. I'm targeting on BB-8 since he's got the daze. Alright, daze is gone. Let's see if I can finish off R2. Good. Alright, let's do the mass assist on him. Let's see if I can get a daze. Good. Alright. AoE. Oh, he's got his daze gone. Okay. You. There we go. How about that? Ewoks beat the droid team. Alright. That was a team I wasn't planning on using anywhere in the top, so that's good. Now, let's see here. What are his speeds on these guys? We've got 177. She's slow. He can be a pain in the butt. 201. And IG88, I think, is the most tender of them all. Okay, so he's low. Alright. So let's go after this team. And I was planning on using my troopers against these guys. Let me take a look at these hit points and speeds first. I might want to use them over here. He's at 60,000. He's at 45,000. What's the speed? 172 and 38. So 172 at 30. He's at 202 speed. He's going to be super fast, 266, and he's going to start off with a burn. Which is can't gain turn meter or something like that. Wasn't there something about conflagration doing burning? I think the burning description is on R2. Where's the burning description? It was only R2 and Django that had it, but I don't see the burning description anywhere. I thought that it did something to prevent turn meter gain. So he was 236 plus 30, right? What are my troopers going to be at? Mainly Stark. Okay, so Stark will go first if I do this team. So with this, I could call on Greedo. Might be able to kill him first. Go around. Cat Bane. I think that would be more risky than doing it on this team. Otherwise, I was going to use Rex Wampa on these guys. Decisions. Thinking the Rex Wampa. Rex Wampa is going to go against one of these teams. The other one is going to be Troopers. He's squishy enough that I might be able to kill him. Got 45k hit points. Might be able to kill him. I'm gonna go for it. Troopers against this team. Imperial Troopers. I'm gonna use Death Trooper because of Django. Rather have the possibility of using what's it called? Death Mark. All right. Didn't get the kill shot in one, but okay. I'll get it now. Oh no. I can kill him off. All right. So I'm good. This is a win. Not perfect banners, but it's pretty good. Got him in one go. That's what matters. All right. Now, Ara Singh. Okay, so I was gonna do Rex Wampa Hoda, but now I have some options. He's super slow. Ara Singh I think was fastest. 177, or was Embo? 201. So Embo at 201 is the fastest. Let's take a look at these guys. I don't think any of them are going to be fast enough. Oh, no. These guys are so far down on my roster. Alright, so I'm not going to use Phoenix. For sure. Not against that team. Might end up using them later, though. Okay. So I'm probably going to be using Rex Wampa Hoda here. Shane Panders is fairly well geared, but he's useless in most team comps here. These guys. If I could save Thrawn, it would be amazing. I was going to do Zal, Scion, Thrawn against these guys. Right, he does not have these guys modded correctly. There's no tenacity. There's no hit points on Executioner. Low protection, low health, low tenacity on crew. His mask is not zated. Pretty slow. Low hit points, low protection. So I was going to use Rex Wampa Hoda here. I'm wondering if I can, or not Rex Wampa Hoda. I was going to use Zal with Thrawn up here. But if I could get away with just pure Sith up here. Let's see here. He doesn't have double Zeta. What does he have on his Kylo? Which Zeta? Is it leader? Yeah, it's leader. Okay. So he's gonna be fairly easy to control. I'll go ahead and I'm gonna give this a shot. Try to save my Thrawn. Let me look and see if he's done any battles first. Looks like he's not done any battles. Of course, he hasn't done any battles in the back. He hasn't done any in the front. Alright, I'm going to go with the Zal team with Sidious. Alright, pain going. We here. Go with Days. Okay, let's see if I can't focus now on the. Oops. Oh, this was a mistake. This was a mistake. Big time. By hatred. God damn it. Die. Thank you. Alright. This just got a little bit easier. A little bit better. I have to take out crew first. So. Okay, so let's just go for it. Boom. Full hit points, and that's that. Alright. So maybe that wasn't as much a mistake as I thought it was going to be. I ended up being able to pull that out. A little bit of luck. I was not anticipating all the stuns on Scion. Okay. I'm just trying to make the most of my roster and see if I can maybe end up in the end plowing through his DRevan. Okay. So now this team is going to be the Rex Wampa Hoda. I'm not as familiar with this team, so I don't want to go in underpowered. If I was familiar enough, if I was confident enough, then I would do just Rex Wampa. But I would prefer to be safe. And I'm going to bring in Hoda just because I'm not sure about it. So, alright, I'm going to go after Embo. No, I'm going to go after IG-88 first because he is the most tender of the group. Go ahead and give some turn here. Okay. That's that. Now, question is, if I delay it, will I be able to... Oh, no. Alright. Well, that's it. I was trying to get, more protection. I wasn't full health anyways. Luckily, Rex didn't die, so I didn't lose that extra banner. Alright, so now all that's left is his Revan. I've done a pretty good job in clearing so far. I've only lost one battle, and that was against his Treya in the back here. Everything else has been cleared in one shot. Now, for this team, I have nothing that's going to beat him. Like, first shot, super easy. Right out the bat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send in some junk characters, and I'm going to waste cooldowns. So I'm going to go to the bottom of the barrel. Alright, so his first turn, he's going to fear. The fear is going to do damage. Fear is going to kill someone. Then Bastilla is going to go and waste her fear. It's not going to do any damage. Malak's going to go shock someone. Okay. And that's going to blow that. Then Revan is going to go again. He's going to do his AoE shock, which is going to kill the last guy. And so when I go into the next battle after that, it's going to be Dark Bastilla's turn. She's going to shock, which is going to cause a taunt. So what I'm going to want to do is I'm going to want to go in with two junk teams, most likely. I'm going to slow it down to 1x so I can actually see exactly what's wasted. All right, here's the fear, kills the one. Stun, or shock rather, fear, and then he goes. All right. So now, that was a basic. So next, it's going to be Bastilla's turn, and I want her to shock so that Darth Revan is not going to be taunting, because that'll screw everything up. So shock. Nope, I need one more character. I waste one more character here. I could have gone in with more powerful characters, but I wanted to ensure that things were going to go just right. Okay, so there, all the cooldowns are blown. Now I'm going to go in with a team, and I'm going to try to blow up someone. I don't care who, I just want to blow someone up. Okay, now this guy, he's got 97,000, 98,000 hit points. Just enough that IPD could blow him up. So, I wish I had Emperor Palpatine. That'd be nice, but I don't, so I'm not going to dwell on it. Let's see here. Hera's revive thing only works on other Phoenix, right? No? Okay. So let's try to maybe play it a little bit of safe with that, because my probe droid, like, for some reason almost always dies. So this is called being inventive right here. Okay, so Hera, I'm gonna bring in bring in Zeb. And Probe Droid. Okay, so the idea is hopefully Probe Droid's going to get hit, but it's not going to die. And I'll be able to blow up someone, which I would prefer to be Malak. Great. Yep, my Probe Droid did not get to do it again. I freaking hate my Probe Droid, man. I can never get my Probe Droid to go. So that just put a big freaking FU in my plan. Alright. So, let's see here. What do I have left Empire? Anything? I do have things left Empire. Shock is going to prevent healing. I'm gonna do this. See if maybe I can focus down on Bastilla as much as I can. Probably not gonna go very well. That. All of this freaking shock is gonna really mess me up. The taunts. Let's just do this. Let's go ahead and I can't heal. 4x. Yeah, that's fucking shit. Sorry. Okay. Revan's ready to use his fear again, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see if I can't blow his fear again. Here we go. Alright. So I've got Yoda, got R2, Varys, some other crappy characters. What do I have on Jedi? Not much. This isn't gonna do like anything, I'm sure. Freaking taunt and the fear, like everything is just gonna screw me up so bad. Yep, that's that. I have no hope whatsoever of beating this team. No, because I can never get a freaking turn on my Probe Droid. I'm just gonna go ahead and call it because I got no hope. All right. Well, all I can do is hope that he can't clear my Revan team. How much is that worth? 153, 32. So let's say he clears these three, or these three. All right, that's 153. That's 232. That's 204. This one's 232, so this one's worth as much as this one is. So if he clears these three, but then gets stuck in my Night Sisters that are hiding in the back, it's possible that I could win that way if he gets through my Revan. Now, if he can't get through my Revan, he just tries to do what I did and take out what he can, what he knows he can. Well, then he's going to be kind of in a position where I'm at, and it's going to be all about efficiency. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. So that's the end of my Grand Arena. And I will see you in the next one.